Welcome to Live Interactive English. My name is Sydney.
And I am Mike. And yes, welcome everyone. It's a lovely day in the spring, and we're going to be talking about one of the best things about the spring, flowers. In fact, flowers for every occasion.
Yay, I love
so not just
flowers.
your boring flowers that grow in the spring after the winter is over. No, we're talking about giving flowers to people because you've made a mistake and they're really angry with you.
Yeah.
That would be one occasion to give flowers.
Yeah.
I messed up. My wife is super mad. I'm sorry, honey. I love you. Here are some beautiful flowers. But that's not the only occasion, although it is a useful one to give flowers.
It is. It could be for Valentine's Day.
That's a good
That
one.
was a few months ago.
Sure.
It could be for Mother's Day.
Oh,
it could be for
yes.
someone's graduation.
That's right.
Wedding, birthday, anything pretty much.
Isn't Mother's Day this month?
It is.
It is May.
Is.
That's right. Yeah. So absolutely. So an occasion is kind of like a special moment in life.
Yeah.
A birthday, as you said, a wedding, a holiday, something like that. And apparently, as we will all learn and soon be experts in, there are certain kinds of flowers that you give for certain kinds of holidays.
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
I think so.
Okay.
Kind of think about for Valentine's Day, right? I think it's pretty typical to maybe give your wife or your girlfriend beautiful red roses.
Roses,
right?
I was going to say.
For a wedding, typically the bouquet, I think is typically like white flowers.
Oh, okay.
With some others,
White
right?
dress, white flowers.
White dress, white flowers.
Makes
There's
sense.
all
Makes
types
sense.
of flowers for every occasion.
There you
which
go.
is great.
So we're going to learn all about flowers, and we're going to learn all about holidays and the flowers that match the holidays.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So let's get to it.
All right, let's do it.
Harry enters a busy florist's shop.
Hi, I'd like to get a large bouquet of red carnations for my mom. Something extra special for Mother's Day.
I'm afraid carnations are sold out today. Would you like pink tulips as an alternative? Or perhaps one of our mixed bouquets?
What flowers are included in the mixed bouquets?
I recommend a bouquet of lisianthuses with lilies and dahlias. It's very fresh and fragrant.
Actually, that sounds ideal. I'll take it.
I've also included a Mother's Day card along with the flowers.
Thank you so much. I'm sure she's going to love it.
All right, let's get started.
Okay.
So today we are looking at Flowers for Every Occasion Day 1, and we are going to kind of set the scene for you here. So
Okay.
we are first at a florist's shop.
Oh, good.
And like you said, or we could also just say a flower shop, but florist is someone who is they're kind of like a professional when it comes to flowers and plants, and they can give you all types of recommendations for what kind of flowers to buy and how many to buy and how to put them together, how to decorate the bouquet. They are an expert on all things flowers and plants.
So yes, you go to a flower shop or a florist's shop to buy them. So that's what Harry, our character, does. He's the guy, the customer buying the flowers. Says Harry enters, where does he enter?
So Harry enters a busy florist's shop.
Yeah, that makes
All right,
sense.
and we have two characters here, Harry, and then we have the florist.
Okay. Anyways, Harry says, "Hi, hello. I'd like to get a large bouquet of red carnations for my mom." Bam! A man who knows what he wants. I like that. So a large bouquet. A bouquet is kind of a collection of flowers that is generally designed to be held, although you can also, of course, get it home and put it in a vase or put it somewhere beautiful. But it won't be like, so many that I can't get my arms around them. It'll probably be, 10 to 20 flowers, depending on the kind. So a large collection or a little bunch of flowers. In this case, red carnations. Carnation, a type of flower. Red is a color.
Right.
And he's getting them for his mom. Something extra special for Mother's Day. So that is the exact reason he is buying them. Mother's Day, of course, is in May. Carnations, of course, are the typical flower to give for that day. So there you go. And I'm sure he's going to get what he wants.
Yeah, what a good son. All right. And the florist says, oh, I'm afraid carnations are sold out today.
What?
Sold out, meaning there are no more.
What?
They're gone. Probably because everyone had the same idea to buy their mom carnations for Mother's Day.
That's a good point. Buy them early.
Buy them early. Everyone had the same idea. So the florist says, would you like pink tulips as an alternative? Or perhaps one of our mixed bouquets?
A mixed bouquet.
All right, so the florist is out of carnations, but they're offering other alternatives. And what is an alternative?
It's a choice. It's an option. It's another thing that you could choose. Generally, we would use this because maybe the first choice, the thing you really wanted, is not available. But this is something they're saying it's not the same, but it's kind of like it, and maybe you'll enjoy it, you know? So if you go to your favorite restaurant and you want to have a certain type of fish, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, that's sold out, or we didn't get any today. We have A, B, C, D, or maybe more, we have B, C, D as the alternative because A is not available, all right? So it's just another one, maybe not as good as the one you want, but this should work for you. For example, this road is closed. The next street is a safe alternative. So we can't go down this road. Let's just drive that way for a few minutes or a few seconds and take the other road. We'll get there in the end. It'll just take a little bit longer, but it's better than not doing it at all, right? The alternative allows you to do it. Back to Harry, he says, thinking about the pink tulips, thinking about the mixed bouquet. And so he has a question. He says, as he thinks, what flowers are included in the mixed bouquets? Maybe he's not wanting the tulip. Tulips don't smell. They look beautiful, but they don't smell.
Okay.
So, you want to give the flowers and your mom goes, oh, honey, thank you for giving them to me. But the tulips don't do that. So maybe he's thinking, I want something kind of sweet smelling. So maybe the mixed bouquet, and this will be a combination of flowers,
it's a combination,
right?
Not
mixed,
just one type.
It's not just
many
one
different
type.
types. Yeah. Well, you know who we should give our flowers to?
Hanny. She's married. And we can still give her flowers.
We love you, Hanny, so we're going to give you flowers anyway.
Even though she's not a mother.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这次绘画主题是花店英语。我们先补充一下 ，florist 这个名词表示花商或者是花店店员。那花店店员往往会有花艺相关的知识技能，也会向客人来提供适合的推荐。这时候 Sydney 老师用到 recommendation。这个名词就表示推荐建议。那在第一段对话里 ，Harry 走进花店，想要买一束康乃馨送给妈妈，但是老板说今天的康乃馨已经卖完了。他问 Harry 要不要考虑换成粉色的郁金香或者是综合花束。好，来看单字 alternative。Alternative 这个名词表示替代品或者是可供选择的事物。那我们接着回到对话中。
Okay, welcome back. We are still at the flower shop, and Harry, such a good boy, Harry.
Oh, what a lovely son.
What a nice son he is. He's buying flowers for his beautiful mother on Mother's Day. Unfortunately, they didn't have the carnations, which is a type of flower, that he wanted, so the florist, the expert in flowers who works there, recommended a mixed bouquet. Harry wanted to know what kind of flowers are in the mixed bouquet, because of course there will be more than one type. So let's find out.
So the florist says, I recommend a bouquet of lisianthuses with lilies and dahlias.
Lisianthuses.
Lisianthuses, everyone, with lilies and dahlias.
Heard of those.
Oh, and the florist says it's very fresh and fragrant.
See, I knew he wanted fragrant. I knew the tulips would not work.
Exactly, because half the joy of getting the flowers is, of course, the visual, but then the fragrance that comes off of them.
You put them in your living room, and soon the whole room smells sweet and lovely.
Exactly. So the florist says it's very fragrant. So that's an adjective meaning it smells good, smells lovely, smells nice. And the word fragrant comes from the noun fragrance, right? Which is kind of what we use to talk about things that smell very good. Sometimes we use it to talk about perfumes that women wear. Oh, fragrance, or colognes that maybe men wear. Just a nice fragrance. So something is fragrant, it means that it has a very nice smell, a lovely aroma to it.
Lovely, yeah. And so this is a nice smell.
A nice smell.
Right? We wouldn't say, ooh, that dog poop. It's very fragrant.
Oh, no.
Not in a serious way. But yeah, anything that smells good. Even food, Indian food. People, Indian food is very fragrant. All those spices, you can really smell it. And it smells lovely. So this sounds perfect. Exactly the kind of thing Harry wanted, even if they don't have the carnations. This mixed bouquet is going to do the job. It's going to be great. And of course, they'll smell nice, not like those stupid tulips. Anyway, so he's a very happy customer. In other words, he says, actually, that sounds ideal. That sounds perfect. Even if it's not exactly what I thought, it sounds like it will do a good job. My mom will love it. I'll take it, he says. So I'll take it, I'll buy it. Sold, here's my money. So the owner, it says, carefully arranges the bouquet, right? They don't just slap a bunch of flowers together. They put them in a nice arrangement. And then they wrap it and wraps it nicely, or wraps it neatly, I should say. So they often wrap it in some nice plastic, put a little string, a little colorful ribbon on it, or something like that. And there's something else.
Yeah, so the florist says, I've also included a Mother's Day card along with the flowers.
Nice.
Lovely, which is great. So Harry's mom will not only get a beautiful mixed bouquet of flowers that smell nice and fragrant, but she'll also get a lovely Mother's Day card along with them.
There you go. And it'll probably say Happy Mother's Day with a big space, and he can write, to the best mom in the world, love Harry. So he's a very happy guy, and he says, thank you so much. And then he adds, I'm sure she's going to love it. So he's very confident that when he gives these flowers over, his moms will light up and she'll go, oh, Harry, you shouldn't have. What a sweet boy you are. Just like Hanny.
Just like Hanny.
Our good friend. She's very fresh and fragrant too.
She is.
当 Harry 问起种荷花束时，店主就推荐了一束洋桔梗搭配百合和大丽花，新鲜又芳香。Harry 觉得很适合，就决定买了。我们补充一下 fragrant 这个形容词是形容芳香的、芬芳的，那它的名词 fragrance 则表示香气、芳香。Sydney 老师在解释时，他有提到 aroma 这个名词，它可以指食物等等的香气、香味，还有提到 cologne 则是指古龙水。那我们继续回到对话中。
All right, so I think that just about wraps up Harry's adventure at the florist. He was able to buy a really nice bouquet of flowers for his mom, included with a lovely Mother's Day card that he's going to sign when he gets home.
Great.
So right now we are going to go to the second part of the dialogue, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Harry dashes into the florist's shop in a hurry.
Can you help me? I forgot my anniversary and my girlfriend isn't speaking to me. I really need to make it right.
I've got just the thing. How about this bouquet of orchids and peonies? It's elegant and makes a thoughtful impression.
It looks very special.
It's one of our premium bouquets, designed to make a statement. But it's a bit on the pricey side.
That's fine. I'm not worried about the price. I just want it to be perfect.
All right, please wait a moment while we wrap your flowers.
I really hope this does the trick. I'm in deep this time.
All right. right, guys, we are back with our second dialogue for today. What are we doing now?
Yeah, so we are going to be talking about anniversary flower panic.
Oh, that's not good.
This doesn't sound too good, and I think we're still sticking with Harry and the same florist.
Okay.
So Harry, you're not doing that great, man. You were late on the Mother's Day flowers, and you had to get an alternative, and now there's a flower anniversary panic, or what's going on? What's going on?
That's right. So clearly, Harry has a partner. He's married or something like that. An anniversary is basically like a birthday, but it's for something else, not the day you were born, but maybe the day you were married. It could be the anniversary of when your business opened. Oh, our company's been open for 10 years. It's our 10-year anniversary. Come down for a big sale. But when we say it's my anniversary this week, and you're talking to a person about themselves, generally it's the birthday of when they got married. All right, so that's the thing we're doing here. So, if you got married on May 13th, 10 years ago, this May 13th would be your 10-year anniversary. That's the idea. I think my parents' anniversary was May 13th. So there you go. So he's going to buy some nice flowers for his wife, for his partner, just to, celebrate this special day that they shared together all those years ago. So here we have an example sentence for the word anniversary. As I mentioned, you can have anniversary for lots of things, but in your personal life, it's often about a relationship, a romance, a love affair, whatever you're having with another person. It says Jack and Zoe go to the same restaurant every anniversary. Aww. Isn't that nice? Maybe that was the first place they went on a date. So every year on the same day, they go back to the same place. How nice.
All right, now let's take a look at what Harry is doing. Okay. So Harry dashes into the florist shop in a hurry. Oh boy. Okay, like I said, Harry, you're messing up. You're not doing too great.
He needs to write things down.
He's got to put it in his notes, something. All right, so he dashes. So to dash means to run really fast or to sprint. So he's dashing into the florist shop. I imagine because he needs to get some flowers for his anniversary. But for example, we could say Taylor dashed to the door when the bell rang.
It's Travis. It's Travis.
Oh, yes. Taylor and Travis. If anybody's a Taylor Swift fan and, it's Travis good. But any Swifties out there, that one was for you.
Maybe that's
Thank you so much.
It's their anniversary.
Maybe so.
There you go. All right. So he's dashing, he's running in, and he's got a problem. He's in a big hurry, and he says, "Can you help me?" So clearly he is not an organized man. He's got some trouble. And of course, when you have trouble or a problem, you need some help. And he's hoping the florist at the flower shop can help him. What's the problem? We can probably guess. I forgot my anniversary. And my girlfriend isn't speaking to me. Ooh, I really need to make it right.
Yeah, you do, Harry.
Okay, so it's not just his anniversary today and he's going out for dinner in an hour or two. He needs some flowers. No, it was probably his anniversary yesterday or in the past. He forgot. His girlfriend's like, "Isn't today a special day?" And he's like, "What, Tuesday?"
Right.
And she says, "No, it's our anniversary." So he forgot all about that. He's in big trouble and he needs to make it right. He needs to fix this problem that he has created.
Exactly. Wow. All right. And we're going to find out how he fixes the problem after we come back from Hanny.
She's going to fix all our problems.
I hope so.
在第二段对话里 ，Harry 匆匆忙忙冲进花店，请老板帮忙。他忘了周年纪念日，现在女朋友都不跟他讲话了，他得设法补偿。好，单字 anniversary 这个名词就是周年纪念日。那么 dash 这个动词表示猛冲、急奔。Sydney 老师在解释时，他用到 sprint 这个动词就表示冲刺、全速的短跑。那我们继续回到对话中。
Okay, Harry is in trouble. He forgot his anniversary. Back home, his girlfriend is really not happy, so he's hoping a beautiful bouquet of flowers will help to, calm the situation and fix the problem.
I don't know. You think it's going to work?
They're going to be some pretty special flowers.
They got to be. Let's see what the florist says.
Okay.
So the florist says, I've got just the thing.
I've helped a lot of silly men before you,
Just
Harry.
like you, Harry. So So the florist says, how about this bouquet of orchids and peonies?
Okay.
It's elegant and makes a thoughtful impression. All right, so the florist, like we mentioned before, they are the expert when it comes to all things flowers. So they say, hey, how about some orchids and some peonies? It's elegant, makes a thoughtful impression. Maybe your partner will like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. And if something is thoughtful, that means you put a lot of thought into it. It's kind of another way of saying caring.
Yeah.
Right? If you're a thoughtful person, you're a caring person, you know your friends' troubles and what might be bothering them. You do nice things for them without them asking you or telling you or anything like that. You know, that friend who always remembers your birthday, who always has a little gift for you. The friend who maybe you said, oh, I'm a little sick today. And they say, oh, that's why I brought you some soup, or I brought you this hot drink or something. You didn't say, hey, can you help me? I'm in big trouble here. No, they just know what you need. They're always thinking of you. They're being very caring. They're being very kind and very nice. For example, Colton wrote a thoughtful message to say thank you. It wasn't just like, hey, thanks. It was thank you very much for what you did. I know this and I appreciate that and da-da-da-da. So it's just a very kind way of showing how much you care. All right, back to Harry. He's thinking about this and he sees the peonies, he sees those orchids, and he says, it looks very special, right? These are impressive flowers. It shows a little more imagination than just a bunch of roses or something like that.
So the florist says, it's one of our premium bouquets designed to make a statement, but it's a bit on the pricey side. Okay, so it's premium, meaning it's premium, it's very high quality.
Expensive.
Right? Or you could say expensive,
Expensive.
right? Expensive. And the florist just says, it's nice, it's making a statement, meaning it's really speaking for itself, it's really saying something. However, it is on the pricey side, also meaning it is a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, price, of course, is the cost of something. So if something is pricey, this is kind of I don't know if it's a made up word, but it basically means expensive or more than you might think. But Harry's in big trouble. His girlfriend is about to leave him. So he's like, I don't care if it's $1 million. I really love this lady. She can't leave me. I gotta get these flowers. I gotta make it okay. He says, that's fine. I'm not worried about the price. I just want it to be perfect. So that's actually
That's what we like to hear.
That's a nice thing to say. Yeah. So really, if it's expensive, I don't care. I just want it to be perfect. In other words, I want her to love it and hopefully, make things better. And so she's not so angry with me anymore.
Exactly. All right. And the florist then says, all right, please wait a moment while we wrap your flowers. So the florist is like, oh, great. I got this guy's money. He really wants to, make his partner happy. So just wait a second here, sir. Just wait a quick second, and then we're going to wrap your flowers.
There you go. Harry making the women in his life angry is good business for the flower shop.
Absolutely.
So Harry says, I really hope this does the trick. I'm in deep this time. Okay, it's interesting how you can kind of develop a relationship with the person at the flower shop because you're buying things at special times and sometimes for special reasons. So almost like a doctor who he explains his problems to. He's saying, I really hope this does the trick. I hope these flowers make my girlfriend happy so I'm not in trouble because I'm in deep this time. I'm in deep trouble. I'm in big trouble. She's really angry with me this time. So hopefully those flowers will put a smile on her face and melt her heart. All right, let's go over to Hanny. She never makes mistakes, and that's why we still all love her.
老板的手边正好有一个适合的选择，是一束兰花跟牡丹，很高雅，又能给人留下贴心的印象。那这是高级花束，专门是为了展现诚意而设计的，可是价格会有点贵。Harry 说他不担心价钱，只希望完美就好，他只能祈求这一招有效。这次他麻烦大了。好，来看单字 thoughtful 是形容体贴的，考虑周到的。那文中用到 premium 来形容顶级的、优质的。老师说看到商品上面有这单字通常都很贵。好，那我们接着回到对话中。
All right, so that essentially wraps up our dialogue between Harry and the florist.
That's right.
That's it. He fixed the problem with forgetting about his anniversary. The florist hooked him up and kind of helped him kind of fix the problem with him forgetting about his anniversary.
Great.
And it seems like all is right in the world again.
There you go. That's all. That's fantastic. And that is not all we have about sending flowers on special occasions. We'll have 2 more little dialogues for you tomorrow. And the really good news is that I read them and none of the dialogues are about buying flowers for Harry's funeral because his girlfriend killed him. No, so he's okay. Harry will be fine.
Harry. Yes.
And we're going to be buying flowers for other occasions, and hopefully Harry won't be there. But we hope you will, so come back and join us, please. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Harry enters a busy florist's shop.
Hi, I'd like to get a large bouquet of red carnations for my mom. Something extra special for Mother's Day.
I'm afraid carnations are sold out today. Would you like pink tulips as an alternative? Or perhaps one of our mixed bouquets?
What flowers are included in the mixed bouquets?
I recommend a bouquet of lisianthuses with lilies and dahlias. It's very fresh and fragrant.
Actually, that sounds ideal. I'll take it.
I've also included a Mother's Day card along with the flowers.
Thank you so much. I'm sure she's going to love it.
Harry dashes into the florist's shop in a hurry.
Can you help me? I forgot my anniversary and my girlfriend isn't speaking to me. I really need to make it right.
I've got just the thing. How about this bouquet of orchids and peonies? It's elegant and makes a thoughtful impression.
It looks very special.
It's one of our premium bouquets, designed to make a statement. But it's a bit on the pricey side.
That's fine. I'm not worried about the price. I just want it to be perfect.
All right, please wait a moment while we wrap your flowers.
I really hope this does the trick. I'm in deep this time.
最后我们来复习今天对话里的单字 alternative 名词表示替代品，可供选择的事物 anniversary 名词表示周年纪念日 dash 动词表示猛冲急奔 thoughtful 是形容体贴的考虑周到的。那以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
Hey, 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 it's Kiwi on the street. I'm Kiki. And I'm Winnie. And today we're going to the supermarket.
At the ends of the aisles, you'll see more racks with products. These are called end caps.
And sometimes some brands might even have their own special display. Sometimes you'll see a display hanging off the rack. This is what we call a sidekick display.
Sometimes you'll see additional product shelves like this, and they come from specific brands. They're called point of purchase displays.
When you're ready to pay for your items, you can check out with a cashier.
Now you don't have to worry when you go to the supermarket because you've learned a lot of new words to use at the grocery store.
And we hope you've had fun coming on this adventure with us to one of our favorite places, the supermarket. But that's all we have for today. Remember to follow us on Instagram and send us a DM or an email if there's something you want to say in English, but you just don't know how. Kiki, is there anything else you want to say?
I haven't gone through all the aisles yet.
See you later.